Sometimes I can't help the feeling that I'm living a life of illusion.
Hello, Spartan. Good to see you.
Why can't
Welcome to
we
this
let
life of
be
illusion.
and see
Could all be an
through the
illusion.
hole in this wall of confusion?
We could be butterflies dreaming we're men, or men dreaming we're butterflies. Good to see you. So, today we're going to discuss a few things. I want to discuss victim mentality in the spiritual world. Hopefully we can do some dispelling of that and correct that problem. So we'll wait for a few people to roll in. I know I'm starting at a different time, a little later than usual. People might have got off doing stuff. So what are you up to, Spartan? Hey, Chloe. Hey, B. Freeman. How you doing? As I say, we're going to wait for a few. Yeah, Max, I don't know where he is. He's roaming around somewhere. I'm doing great today. I just got back from the health food store. Bought some bone broth. People have been suggesting this for several, I guess, problems in life people have. It should, hopefully for me, it's just going to make life a little better. I have most of my problems under control. So, but I tell you, I drank some of that bone broth. Getting ready to head out to work. Oh, that sucks. I tried some of this bone broth, and I'd say about 20 minutes, half an hour after, just felt a kind of a wave of, I don't know, goodness kind of go through me all the way down to my toes. So I don't know. I think my body was quite happy about that. Often it gives me a few little hints on what's going on. If it likes what I'm doing or if it doesn't, it'll tell me. Just like it told me not to eat hot dogs anymore. That was a violent and you're not heading out for work today? That's good, B. Freeman. All right. I think there's enough here. Yeah. Okay. All right. Happiness from bone broth. Yeah. Kind of a twisted tale almost, eh? But yeah, victim mentality. It's an interesting subject for me, anyways. I've seen it in practice, in real life, uh, physical life. I've seen it in practice in the spiritual world as well, which is unfortunate. And so, what I've seen in real life of the victim mentality is, oops, that's not working well. You see them all the time. The people that act meek, afraid. Unfortunately, those people become victims to robbers, to people. Hi, Scotty. You're wearing socks? That's good. Yeah, you have socks on? For sure, Scotty. Yeah, you never know who's in those hot dogs. But we see it in real life. People behaving like a victim will often get assaulted, robbed, uh, teased, abused. We see it on the schoolyard. We see it everywhere. And the only way to stop that is to behave in an upright and confident manner. Taking your, taking your power back, standing up for yourself. And it's the same in the spiritual world. And I've seen a lot of this. One man I knew was warning his subscribers about Ouija boards. Now everybody's heard the horror stories about Ouija boards and how that people get victimized by using them. This young guy was saying, "Oh, you don't want to mess with a Ouija board. There's a demon. Hey, London man, there's a demon attached to the Ouija board, and it'll kick your ass. You know, there's no escaping it." All this doom and gloom about the Ouija board. And the Ouija board is just a tool. Just like anything else, it's just a tool. Scratch above. Hey, is Scratch here? I didn't see him. And in the spiritual world and with all of these things and in the real world, if you go in with fear, hi, Danny, good to see you. Going in with fear or trepidation will make you a victim. Christ said it very well. Well, he did it very well. He cast demons out of a man into swine, and he told you that you can do as I do and greater. So if we can do greater things than Christ, what can a demon do to you? If you have more power than Christ, that's what he tells you. People opening portals where evil stuff is coming through? No. The evil stuff is coming through because you're willing it. It's all in the intention. It's all in how you carry yourself. In the spirit world, if you carry yourself with confidence, if you carry yourself with love, you have nothing to fear because you're more powerful than anything there. There was a story I read in the Nag Hammadi text of a man who was plagued by demons. And he called out to the Lord to rid him of these demons. And the Lord sent an angel. And the angel came and asked the man what he needed, what was his problem. And he looked around and he saw no demons. They were gone before the angel got there because the man willed it. He wanted to get rid of the demons. He put the thought in his head, hi Pamela Jean, and he rid himself of the demons before the angel of the Lord came. So that's really a lot of what I wanted to talk about with victim mentality. Yeah, send me an angel right now, right? But you don't need the angel. The angel will come if you ask it to, your guardian angel. But you don't need it. It's you. It's all you being a victim or not being a victim. In the ether world, in the spiritual world where there are entities, they will look for victims. I found the best method for dealing with them is love. It's the one thing they can't handle. You know, like ones with wings, yeah. Well, they can change form. They can look different. And they do. A lot of times those that feed off negative energy will attempt to scare you, put fear in you. But the fear is the only thing that really has any effect. So if you go at those creatures and you say, give me a hug, I love you, in love and happiness, that spirit, that entity, will take off unless it can handle love. Yeah, I go all over the place, Danny. We'll get to lizard vaginas in a bit, I'm sure. But again, this whole thing comes down to intent. If you love them instead of fighting them, they get away with what they do? No, they don't, because their intention is to inspire fear or worry in you. That's their intention. And anger, even. Anger will do just as well. Yes, that's right. We are more powerful than them. And they know it. But they're tricksters. That's why oftentimes in stories you'll see the trickster. Because they're trying to trick you into being afraid, to thinking that you don't have as much power as they do, that you're not more powerful. No, it was a man, not Jesus Christ. Jesus Christ cast the demons out of a man into swine. It's a different story, Danny. Yeah, anger is not good either. But that is the key to those creatures, those entities that are trying to give you fear. Don't fall for it. Stand in your power, knowing that you're more powerful than them. And all you have to do is go at them with love and happiness and greet them with that. And they'll take off. They won't stay. Only creatures of light will stay in light. Creatures of darkness run from it. They run from the light. They can't handle it. The light beats out the darkness in a second. That's right, Danny. Yeah, he cast demons out of a man into swine, and then they ran over a cliff, or was it into water? Can't remember. A small 410 does it. Yeah. So it's not really a complicated thing, but it's something people need to be reminded of. And when you learn something like that, you were not there. Yeah, me neither. When you learn something like that, it's good to drill it into your own head. Remember it on a constant basis, especially when you're meditating or going for astral travel or remote viewing or anything. Remember how powerful you are. And as it was said, the only thing you have to fear is fear itself. And that's true, especially in the ether. In the real world, you might have to fear somebody with a gun or something like that. But in those cases as well, it's good to stand in your confidence. Hi, James. Yeah, the swine were unclean. That's right. Let's see. So that's pretty much what I wanted to say about that. I just wanted you guys to be reminded of that. Yes, exactly, Pamela Jean. Any questions, comments? Vampires cannot handle strong love, real unconditional love. Will vampires vampirize vampires? That's very possible. There are people and entities, we could call vampires. Energy suckers. Hey, Steve-O. You're welcome, Chloe. Remember to stand in your power. You're a powerful being. Just shadows and men. Yeah. Yeah, they've been having protests all over the place. Humanity is going through a change, I think. I have never met no God, no JC, no angels, no demons, just shadows and men. And women that have evil intentions. Well, they exist in the ether as well. Police and protesters were clashing in New York City. Wow. Late last night. Scotty boy. I remember feeling a little crowded when I was just grubbing along. Next thing you know, a demon in my pig ass. Right. Well, if you want to think of a dimensional split, sure. That's a way to think about it. Hey, Thoth. Women with evil intentions? I don't know. Lots of devious people. I've seen a couple of shadows. Yeah. Yeah, they exist, right, Chloe? If you look for them, they're there. I did meet this cool Hare Krishna guy. Okay. They never loved me, just my weight. No thought. I don't know if they're all about pig ass, but maybe. Feels like breaking of chains to you. Interesting. Don't know what you mean by that. You had a girlfriend. Well, good for you, Toth. Feels like breaking chains. Cool. Right? If you call them, they will immediately be there and they can smell blood a long way away. That's true. I'd rather talk to a Harry than a tower guy. I don't know what you mean by that. Yeah, I've seen that, Toth. People trying to manipulate with sex, money, uh, you know, attention. She was tightening, rip is loose, loosening across the population. Yeah, I think so. I think you're right on that there, Steve-O. I was like, awesome. Think I'll just sleep on the couch. Yeah, right? That's good for you, Toth. Don't give in to that kind of stuff. Dogs, yeah. My cats seem to see entities. I don't know if they're just nuts or what. They yell at the ceiling all the time. It's weird. Yep. Protect your body from injury. Absolutely. Yeah, there you go. That's a good plan. Drink me some beer, smoke a doobie, play some guitar. I just made a raisin nut loaf. I'm going to turn myself off for a second. That's delicious. I can really taste the clove. No, I don't think so, B. Freeman. Sometimes I think women might be the devil, reproduced to stay here, this wonderful world, sexy devils. Hare Krishna versus a Mormon. Well, I don't know how. I don't know. They're both kind of very well indoctrinated, I think. Yes, it does. Pamela Jean describes Lucifer as a beautiful being. Oh, maybe, Miss Anonymous. Good to see you. Maybe that's why people are seeing UAP more frequently because we are evolving. Yeah, I'm working on a theory on that. Um, I'm thinking that it's possible that we evolve with each change to our solar system. Cats can, yes, they can, Danny. The last change could have been the Great Flood, which may have been caused by the birth of Venus. And then we had Moses being born, man with blue, shining eyes and light skin, a different man than before. I should read those parts again. Yeah. Nanotechnology. Yeah, they're trying to change us too with nanotech. Kid wasn't even yours. I got to give a poke at the chicas. Okay. The devil with the blue dress on. Yeah. Well, the downfall of men. Yes. Men do make silly decisions sometimes when women are involved. Helen of Troy comes to mind. damn, you could have gotten another woman, couldn't you? You know, like I get that she was really nice and pretty and all that, but you know, all the Mormons you know drank and smoked. Oh wow. Think about it, mothers of demons, Jezebel. Yeah, ancient philosophers talked about controlling themselves. Some even contemplated chopping off their wieners. That is very true. But that was because of their failings, really. Planet X hitting us, the big flood, yeah, on one of its previous journey. Apparently, its orbit's 3,600 years, so that is possible. Ashtaroth, Aster, Ishtar. That spirit I found is into gender bender stuff. Yeah, the gods are gender bendering. Uh, Trying to change our bio until plastic into plastic bio to where they can engineer parts so they never die. Yeah, that's an interesting way to go, Steve-O. Make yourself. I don't know why they wouldn't have gone with metal, but or crystalline. Plastic's kind of must be Helen. Yeah, Helen of Troy. That's right, Danny. Fickleness made bad choices, men and women. Yep. Predictive programming, point of reference. I'm a Barbie boy in a Barbie world. Oh, somebody made a great video with some puppets about Christina Freeland. It was actually that song, the Barbie song, they redid with Klaus Schwab and Christina Freeland. They're doing better than everyone, and the U.S. is moving backwards. The women that are PMs. Well, we think of Jacinda Ardern. There, she was absolutely a totalitarian dictator, much worse than even Justin Trudeau. So had some neighbors who became Mormons to get free stuff. Dude was a drug addict and a thieving piece of crap. His father-in-law was a dispatcher of the police also. So lots of crooked shenanigans. Wow. You have amazing photos of Planet X. Nice. Me and my wife saw it back. It must be around the sun at the moment, eh, Pamela? Me and my wife saw it in the sky, northwestern sky in 2012. It had two long trails coming down from it. It was headed straight up. So it's not on it doesn't orbit on our plane. It's more of a offset type of orbit. So they started hiding the skies really well by that time. Bicentennial Man, yeah, maybe. Because the gods are freaky freaks. Hey, Scott, how you doing? Good to see you. The Chiefs and the Bengals game? Oh, I don't watch sports. Rich people side. Yeah, if you guys want to hear the song they made, just tell me. Our bodies won't Our bodies won't genetically in this state work with metal at this point in time. We have to start off with something. Oh, okay, with a petroleum base. Trust fund fascists, yeah. Trust fund fascists, yeah. Oh yes, he has. He came to my city, and it was even in the news that he was so brave. Uh, you know, going through the crowds of jeers and heckles. It's like, how tone deaf is the media? You're saying that he's getting jeered and heckled, and he's brave, but you're not even talking like even remotely about what these people are jeering and heckling him about. That's not the important part. The important part is that he was brave and made it through. It's like, it's so pathetic. They can't even report anything properly. Uh, Linda Linda Howe spoke about the planet rotating backwards or whatever. Do you know what that means? I don't know. They claim that the interior core of the Earth right now is spinning backwards or stopped. I don't know if that's even possible, but I'm really not one to believe in that kind of stuff. I'm not really a doomsdayer. I think our planet is much more controlled, climate controlled, than we think, and not by us. And I have seen several indications of that. If you go to on the website to many sports, I no longer say that sports and entertainment. You're going to watch Sporty Ball. After hearing the news constantly, but Blair in the front of the room, I'd blow my head off. Yeah. I don't know about that, Toth. If you live in a bad places, you can't expect a tomorrow at all. Well, you can get killed. Well, that does happen, but we can fix that. I love elderly people, but what is it with elderly people and constant? Yeah. Well, I don't know. I knew one lady watched Fox or CNN when the Gulf Wars started there, and she just had it on 24/7. Yep, Gore's making a ton of money off lies, drug addicts, thieves, and gangs. Yeah, all put on us, Thoth. The drugs and that are brought in by the government, so. Yeah, we visited it in Earth, Miss Anonymous. I don't think it's just a molten core down there, although they claim it is. I think there may be parts that are molten, but there seem to be pockets of water and air down there still. My toilet still spins clockwise. Okay. Got a spirit keeping me from. Oh, you do? Well, you're more powerful than any spirit, so it shouldn't keep you from anything. Frustrating sometimes. You just have to step into your power. We live in an Earth. Okay. That's a good, interesting theory. Some people think that. Many different theories on the Earth. Flat, infinite plane, stacked disks, several levels, single level, domed, undomed, water, no water. Yeah, they're trying to keep informed. That's true. Unfortunately, they're just fed propaganda, so they vote for people who don't have their best interests. He was from Edmonton, Cree Nation. He's cool. Right on. Those types of people don't usually get old before they die. No. Super Bowl is going to be about 10 minutes away from me. Yeah. Now, things like that, people have claimed that they use them, the energy for that, for spell casting, if you will. The energy of the crowd. Apparently, they can capture that and use that energy for spell casting. Toilet spin is something people should know about. Yeah, mine goes clockwise. He said the Garden of Eden is down there. Okay. Well, there could be a Garden of Eden type thing, but apparently the Garden of Eden is between the Euphrates and the Tigris, somewhere in there, I thought. Earth is a toroidal electromagnetic field. It has one, yes. I don't know if it is one. People need to pay attention to what politicians are doing. Yeah, they do. Unfortunately, what they get on the TV is not what the politicians are really doing. They'll pass the Save the Puppies plan, and what that means is we'll save 2 puppies and we're going to kill all the rest. Everyone should know about their magical throne. Absolutely, B. Freeman. Chrome Dome. The only way democracy works is when people know what's happening. That's right. I must not be a people. Danny the Defier. There you go. I've seen a lot of doomed buildings in my paranormal glimpses. Interesting thought I heard earlier this week. You don't have to rig an election if you control the mind of the people voting. Yes. And in Canada, what they do is gerrymandering. We have districts, and what they'll do is they'll break up districts. That's another way they have many ways. It's not just one way. Also in Canada, double ballots were sent out, things like that. There's all kinds of ways. Then they have the machines, and yeah, it's a total farce now. Back in the 70s and 80s, before these machines came in, we used to count them by hand. There was usually 3 people, 2 or 3 people watching while one person counted. And, the elections were called that night. We didn't have to wait a week for apparently counting, or a month, or anything like that. That we would know the results that day. So, yeah, who counts the vote? Yeah, right? There's so many ways, so many systems they've put in place right now that allow them to cheat. It should be one person, one vote. And if that happened, we wouldn't have Justin Trudeau as leader. The majority of people actually voted for the Conservative Party. Justin Trudeau is in the Liberal Party. But because of districting, how they break up the districts, they broke up the vote in favor of Justin Trudeau. So that's one of the tricks they do use. Wouldn't doubt the Earth is alive. The ecosystem of the planet operates much like the ecosystem of your body. That's true, Toth. Yeah, it would be difficult living without your magical throne. You can follow what the politicians are doing on government sites and PBS. Also usually broadcast Congress and Senate. Yeah, the problem is these days, Toth, is they don't even, you have to vote for a bill to find out what's in it. How does that work? So if you want to know what's in the bill, just vote for it. So, you get a 5,000-page document and half an hour to read it. Okay, I don't know what you're talking about there, Danny. If I have to, I just dig a hole and pop a squat. Okay. Yeah, I don't know if there are actually openings there, B. Freeman, but they won't show us any good photos. So I don't know. They passed the vote and policies that are up for a vote. Yeah. So, yeah, then they do that gerrymandering there too, Miss Anonymous. No spin. Okay. There could be many gardens of Eden. Even in the Bible, man was created twice. Many different cultures have creation of man stories. Yes, that's true, Lucky. There's even a possibility there are stories of 72 gods that inhabited the earth once, and that they all each created their own man. They're a man in their image, their likeness. That's why you end up with all these what we call races. They're just iterations of man, of the God's image, each individual God. It's like a giant water donut. Well, the Earth could have been a long, stringy thing. Then it could have been like a donut. Could have been like a noodle, then like a donut, maybe like a meatball now. So, eaten from Eden, yeah. See, I believe that the Earth is a giant dead dragon. So at one time, I don't know if it's laying on a surface or if it's in space. If it was in space, it could have been a long, stringy thing at one time, turned into a donut, and then become a meatball. But I don't know for sure. I've seen a place that had a different sky. I keep wondering if it was inner Earth. I saw huge sunflowers, huge trees. Yeah, Justin is not who people think he. We call him Justin Castro because we're pretty sure that his father is Fidel Castro. Neoliberals, yeah. Liberals is conservative. No, now the conservatives are liberal. At least here. Thought he was in the I Wear a Dress party. Oh, no, he does blackface all the time. I don't like numbers, but even I know something smells foul. Yeah. They want total freedom for the rich. Yeah, like the old Europe, old school Europe. Yeah, they want to bring back basically the earls and dukes, and they're going to behave like that. They'll have their little area and all their people to abuse, and they'll own all the wealth, and everything that comes off the land and out of your work goes to them. And that's basically serfdom. We had it in the Europe for a long time. Scotland, England, everywhere. Yeah, putting kids into coal mines. You have photos of two sons. Cool. Oh, yeah. Speaking of that, Thoth, killing the age of dissent. We have up here assisted suicide that people know about. But now we have, in addition to that being offered to those 18 and over with terminal conditions, sadness, just don't want to be here, whatever, we now have what they're going to call mature minors. So, who determines whether a minor is mature enough to kill themselves? Apparently, a healthcare worker, a nurse, a pharmacist can decide. Pretty much exactly what it sounds like. The inner realms are something I'm trying to get info on or about. It's frustrating. Well, we've done several dives into inner Earth. We have seen civilizations, buildings, plant life. Yeah, social media will push all of your stuff. Libertarians are freaks. Yeah, we get censored there, Pamela. Gerrymandering was created in Massachusetts. Oh, neat. You don't label yourself politically, that's good. You think it was a sun simulator, eh, B. Freeman? Yeah, 772 is 9, completion. Well, at the moment, B. Freeman, nobody's going to convince me either way. You can send all the proofs of what you believe either way. I've seen them all. Still don't entirely know. Just because one experiment shows this, or we don't have complete photos, doesn't really mean anything to me. But if we look to what the ancients say, Roger pulled up ancient texts claiming we live on a sphere. So that's the only indication of what our planet shape is, other than what we've done in remote viewing. And every time we do it, we see a circle. And then people interpret after whether it was a sphere or a flat plane. And because people believe in their bias. What you're experiencing is called bias. You have a bias towards you don't believe in a globe, so you're going to look for information that proves your theory. Giant bat thing come up out of the concrete. Wow. It was in Russia. They've got great CGI right now, Miss Anonymous, so be careful. But that'd be cool. I wonder if they could return the dragons. I think that if they brought back dragons, they'd be about like 2 feet long, maybe. There were tiny dragons at one time, as well as large ones, so that'd be cool. Here in Alabama, the government is trying to get the EPA to fix their problems. The EPA and the Republicans got the funding. Yeah, well, everybody's trying to take all our money. You're the third base coach? Nice. Bring back the free love and genital diseases of the 60s. Hey, Daggers, how you doing? There's a huge fire going on in a landfill. Oh, yeah. Putting cancer and all in the air. Yeah, plastics will do that. Scary thought. My reality will not be going that route. Thank you. Hospice kind of does that already, yeah. I remember in the 90s, the sun was yellowish, yeah, and it turned bright white as if something enlightened it. Yeah. Yeah, the sun has changed. It used to be yellow. And there used to be no straight line clouds. Way out there. Yeah, is it for profit now? Yeah, that if the hospice is for profit, that sucks. Yeah, going on a specific party, like you've got the left, right. You guys have 3 extreme parties, pretty much. We have basically the same, so it's one extreme or the other, and there's no party that really hits the middle ground, right? Yeah, get more Medicare money for the government. I'm in Canada. We pay through the nose for everything because we're taxed to hell. 15% on everything you buy, and then you're taxed 17 to 22% in what your pay. All producers are taxed before it gets to you as well. I'd rather not be stuck in a serving matrix. Yeah. Well, I think that we're at a point right now, people are getting fed up with this system. So maybe people will come up with systems that are better. There are some articles on ProPublica about it. Okay. Well, up here, yeah, they'll just put them to death. They'll offer you assisted suicide. We are not all one. We are different in every fingerprint is different. Yeah, we're different. Infinite expressions, Family Gene, of the Creator, I think. The Matrix needs to be unplugged. Absolutely. One nurse had a text by her supervisor telling to make sure her patient didn't make it. Wow. Yeah. Well, being paid out so much for COVIDiot victims, you know. Yeah, and that's paid out by, I don't know who's paying that out. Your planet looks like a giant ho-ho? Oh, mine's a donut with sprinkles in a bubble. Yep, euthanasia is murder. Yep. That's basically what they're offering. They're trying to get rid of like they don't even offer mental health care. They just go straight to that. It's ridiculous. You noticed all Canadian people really been eyeballing the people of the United States? Hmm. I don't know what you mean. You got some interesting videos, Dagger Spells. Nice. Yeah, put your channel in there, Dagger Spells. Let's see here. Do it there. See if I can find you quickly. No, not coming up quickly. Huh. They have Dagger Spell, but not Dagger Spells. That is weird. If you could post your channel there, Dagger Spells, that'd be great. Let me see. I'll have to mod you first, I think. Hi, Annette. How are you doing? Good to see you again. There we go. Most views is on your reptilian video. It's old and cheesy. I like reptilian videos. You don't hospice? No, there's wellness centers now. A lot of the doctors and nurses that wouldn't go along with the current system have started up wellness centers. So look up that in your area. There could be some really good care. And a lot of them went down to South America and took courses in holistic healing, herbs, and other things. $7 for half a piece of cherry pie. If you don't invest in your society, you get Alabama. Kinnigan, yeah, I like Kinnigan. The raging reptilian. Florida's worse. Full of meth labs. Yeah, well, there's meth labs everywhere, Doth. Yeah, taxed your dad's retirement. He was pissed, already paid taxes on that. Yeah, they just tax you again and again. With sprinkles, yeah. I don't know. They could be coconut sprinkles or chocolate sprinkles, Scotty boy. I'm not sure on that either. Toroidal donut shape. Exactly, B. Freeman. It's a donut shape. You're on the dark side, absolutely. Where are you going to go though, Miss Anonymous? Mexico? I was thinking of running away to the States, but we're all under the same system. I think what we're going to have to do is just stand where we are and hope that the world wakes up. Order is just a tiny and brief respite from the chaos. Oh, I don't know. Man was pretty good at sometimes, I think, at instilling order. A lot of people are talking about natural law, so your kids can inherit it. Well, no. My daughter's already in another country. My daughter's already down there. She's in Florida at the moment. I'm well, and I hope you are too, and our fellow viewers. Yeah, doing good here. Toth's a little upset, but that's usual. Oh, inherit the problem. Yeah, gotcha. Yeah, it sounds exactly like how America was created. But thanks for judging me. You're welcome. Look up Natural Path under Dr. Robert Morse. Okay. Nature Path. Okay. I've heard that name before. Hey, Crystal, how you doing? There's Dagger's channel. Here we put them in a Dollar Tree for their care. Okay. I hear they were still paying taxes for World War II. Probably, yeah. There was a war tax brought in, income tax, and that was supposed to go away after the war, but it never did. Killing Social Security and Medicare, raising the retirement age. Yeah. What you cooking, Crystal? Hope you're feeling better. Life expectancy at 71. Well, when you live under Justin Castro, you think anywhere might be better, but nah. Yeah, up here, age of retirement is 70 or 67, not 65. Here's someone in chat. Okay. Try to be nice in chat, guys. I think I talked about my crappy town before. Yes. Homemade pizza. Nice. Yeah, you must be brave to live here. That must suck, Toth. Open sewer down the road. What's that link to there, B? Secret Nazi super soldier program. Found footage cutlerized. Okay. Interesting. Who is this? The Iron Armenian. Oh, sure. I'll sub that up. Interesting. And yes, the pizza is yummy. Nice. Beware, right? It's a pretty loud video. That's how the plague started, from sewage. They say it was fleas on rats. I think it may have been a fasces. I think it may have been that they were electrocuted, like we're being at the moment. We see the fasces 2,000 years ago in Rome. We see iterations of it with George Washington and other statues in the States. I think it was a weapon at one time. Hey, Elderberry, how you doing? So when you get lots of rain, it fills up and overflows. Yeah, that happens in India a lot too to their systems. They have to filter their water after they get it out of the tap. Everyone from California is moving to, wow, Las Vegas. Yeah. I've heard that. Just push play, B. Freeman says. I complained about the sewage in this chat. Yeah, yeah, you have before. Hey, Circle K, you must not be from Chicago. Yeah, we don't have that. Our sewer systems are working pretty good here. Most cities in Canada have pretty good sewer systems. Armenians are right there with the Jews when it comes to parting from the dollar. Oh, okay. Wasn't rats, sewage. I don't know. I think it could have been the fasces. So that reminds me of something like that happened here the other day. A pond overflowed into another pond, flooding a neighborhood and damaging equipment. Huh. But it hasn't rained. Yeah, we do. We have good sewer systems and power systems because of all the taxes. It's a lot of taxes, but it's worth it, really. As long as you can get a living wage. Um, if you don't have a living wage, that makes it just a shithole, right? I think they're separate and distinct, Scotty boy. Armenians, well, they live in Armenia, but yeah, I don't know if there's an Armenia anymore either. Let's see. Well, it says there is Armenia. It's just a small district. Yeah, I'll show you. So it's the area outlined in red. So not very big. And it seems to be just almost a part of Russia there. It's beside Turkey, Georgia. So it was probably at one time part of the Russian Federation or the Russian country. Very teeny. Yeah, what are living wages exactly? They're fighting with Azerbaijan? Okay. Syria's, well, it's close there, a little lower. Turkey tried to do them in. Yeah, Turkey is apparently never going to be the Ottoman Empire again. Well, what we should get is a space to live. You know, I don't think that this ownership of areas is a good idea. I don't know how to accomplish that, but that should be the way it is, that everybody has a place to live, and then you can go to work or do whatever you want to take care of yourself. I would agree, Thoth. It is hard to find a good job. Had to eat with your parents most days? Yeah. Well, there might be some better ways. If we could get the Turkish people to go to the right, we could rebalance the earth. Maybe. Lots happening in China right now, too. The whole world's in an uproar. So China might be changing soon, too. Um, I think people in China are getting sick of the totalitarian regime. You know, people should not afford to live. They should be alive and experience life. That's a good way to look at it, Danny. Had no money and you were working overtime. That sucks. Only guys thought, no. Yeah, Iran's been protesting. I think Chile, a lot of the South American countries right now are in an uproar. China's been protesting things for a long time, but I don't know if any of their protesters are still alive or going. Yeah, in a way, you are somewhat free to be what you want to be, but there are limitations on us, Pam. My That's pretty horrible. Yeah, my dad said I should put him on my bank account so he could get my money when I was killed in horrible ways. Yeah, be appreciative for what we were allowed to do. Well, there's always a little more, yeah. Worked two jobs, three with three kids. I died and I'm in limbo. Yeah, fractional reserve lending is a terrible thing. We have to get off the interest system because there's never, how do you just have more money? Yeah, it's a mad world at the moment. He said you were expendable. Nice. What a nice guy. Forgot the second eye. Yeah, it's insanity. Now you feel like you're getting drunk. Oh, okay. I don't know if that's good or bad, Thoth. Okay. Yeah, me neither, Pamela. Yeah, I started when I was 9, grade 5 or 6. I started working, delivering papers, nothing like working. By the time I was 15, no, 14, I had a job as a fry cook. And then I went to work at a coffee shop and then a porcelain company. But had a lot of money when I was a young person. Then I became a teenager and ran out of money real quick. I like drinking, smoking, and partying. So that took a lot of my money away. You dropped in the 8th grade? Pizza Girl, nice. All the hipster kids are doing it. You a victim? Well, you should go back and watch the first part of the show there, you tell me. Hopefully you'll stop being a victim. Started out as a waitress. Nice, Pamela. Yeah, I used to be good at saving it, then I wasn't. But, I think I'm getting better at it. We'll see. Then become a assistant manager at your blue light Kmart store. Nice. I remember Kmart. I liked Kmart. Of my own demise. Yes. No, the earth comes with sprinkles. Yeah, I was 18. My mom told me when I was 3 she wanted me out of there. So I knew for all my life that I was not supposed to be staying there. As soon as the age came, I was out that door. Yeah, left home at 14. Yeah, a lot of independent people here. Yeah, Kmart's been gone a long time here. Walmart is like for rich people around here. Yeah, same here, Kmart. Yeah. Yeah, they've been gone in Canada for quite a while, at least in my area. I don't know if they're stuck around in other areas. Even shut down the Dollar General. Wow. Me too. Couldn't wait to leave home at 18. Yeah, I was wanting to leave, but I was just ill prepared, right? And living at that time was not cheap, and really you couldn't on your own. You couldn't afford it, like life. They kept wages down for what 20 years here in Canada. So I think they did the same in the states. So from like the 90s till 2010, actually even before the 90s, the wages were kept really low. World War III between you and your mom. Access to lots of Walmarts. Nice. I'm doing some private care and massage therapy on the side that it's done. So done. Yeah, good stuff. What was that? Hail Lord Bezos. Yeah, got real independent real quick, then got real injured. Oh, yeah. 50 years here. Nice. Yeah, that's why you do need some social safety nets and assistance for people getting on their feet. Up here now, there's no system for that for the homeless. They really don't have any option but to stay homeless, pretty much. Gets even worse be if you like to eat food. Yeah, tired. Yeah, tired of people tailgating you. That's weird. Why do they do that? Don't forget that we're having our emotions manipulated electrically as well. So try and be aware of that, Spartan. Don't let it overtake you. Oh, okay, so you drive a bigger vehicle and people don't tailgate you. That's hilarious. Yeah, my dad would slow right down if somebody was tailgating him. Just pretty much put on the brakes. Not completely, but really slow down. Strangest thing, I got put into the state food card on the state food card. That's one thing I have plenty of. Yeah, I wonder what that food is filled with. Well, there's starvation is one way. Getting beat up or killed. That's happening quite a lot. Okay, yeah, send me a picture. It was cops. Oh no, Todd. I used to sage my car and make sure to have a piece of obsidian in the car while driving. Interesting. They tried to say you were speeding. Haven't drove your truck since July. Yeah, it's expensive on gas, I guess. Food is definitely filled with something. Yeah, they took your car. Oh wow. Tried to get killed on the streets. Wow. Yeah, that's right. You tell me our food is making us sick. They've been allowed to put nanoparticulates in our food for years now, apparently. Yeah, I do walking too, Danny. It's much better for you, actually. Yeah, our food's been losing its taste for years. Tomatoes used to taste like something. Can't get my stomach to feel right. I even detoxed last week. Stress stomach. Yeah, could be. Yeah. How do you hit something in the rear that's going faster than you? No, it's not cool to live on the streets up here, unfortunately. Thinking of becoming a vegetarian? Huh, give it a try. Yeah, I just take the bus and I walk, Danny. That's all I do. Yeah, the food's making us sick. Diatomaceous earth helps, yeah, and urine therapy. I'd like to do I keep meaning to get some of that, the diatomaceous earth. Smell a crooked screw job. Oh, the birds, rats, and yeah, you do have the right to defend yourself from the police, but how it comes out in the end will be different, probably. Thinking of becoming a Viking? That's a good idea. You can run flex fuel, cool. Yeah, of course they will kill you. Yeah, yeah. Wonder why Bill Gates is buying up all the farmland? That's because every McDonald's food has Bill Gates food in it. Hey, Travis. Yeah, like yeah, cold as fuck up here. Yeah, yeah. Becoming a Viking. There you go. Toughing the winter. Actually, I want a kayak for Christmas. A little blow inflatable kayak. I gotta try it this spring. Frozen pizza for Wotan. Okay. Well, they just put us in protein vats, Pamela. Right? And feed us to their servants. Yeah, I love kayaking. I built one once. I made one out of wood. Not a proper kayak, just a kind of a mock-up of one. Worked really well. Then I wanted a bigger boat, so I made a bigger boat. Then I eventually made one that was bigger than that. Portable fire pit. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, the problem is, Scotty boy, it would have to be portable because the police chase you all over the place. They come in the middle of the night, like at midnight, to take down these homeless encampments. So what they do is they kick them out at midnight. So they're sitting there in the middle of the night, frozen with nowhere to go, no money. It's real humane. I've seen them do it to families that have been homeless. They just tore down their encampment, and that was it. So yeah, you've got to be able to be mobile. Need like a van or a truck or something to live in to be homeless here in Canada. Otherwise, they just kick you out and destroy your stuff. And if the cops don't do it, unfortunately, the homeless prey on each other here too. So you could get all your stuff stolen by just another homeless person. It's pretty bad. Yeah. Yeah, we've had a lot of stabbings up here recently, Danny, in the homeless population. Your homeless camp would be like Trump Tower. I don't know how they can do that to a family, Scotty boy, but they did. They did. It's horrible. So, what, the homeless are schizophrenic? Some of them. Actually, at this point, apparently 40% or more of homeless people are actually working people, people with jobs. So it's not sketchy crackheads and meth heads out there. People with jobs and lives, and we've got families that have been on the street. I've seen them just kicked out in the middle of the night. It's horrible. And it's because of the economic situation they've created recently. Increasing the interest rates over the past 3 or 4 months was just enough to get people out of their homes. I worked 2 jobs when I was homeless. There you go. Yeah, terribly resourceful. Good. Yeah, I was homeless for a while, and I had a job, and I wasn't a crackhead. Your mom hitched off to California, was sleeping under a bridge and whatnot, out of her mind. Yeah. My camp would be the cleanest. Mine too, Danny. I like a clean camp. My area was pretty clean. I didn't live with any other homeless people, but I was all by myself. Couldn't arrest people for smoking weed. 2 jobs after you got a divorce. Yeah, that's harsh. I worked on a farm for a while, slept in my car. Yeah. Yeah, a lot of people have to do it. Clean area gets a lot less attention, yep. Especially if you don't have needles lying all over the ground. They were letting the homeless stay in the parks for a little while, but unfortunately it was just a whole lot of fighting, and the crackheads and meth heads got in there, and they were just putting needles all over the place. Didn't know that, Toth. Just get fired from farm work if you're injured. Abandoned shed for a week, right? San Francisco has crap maps. Okay. The COVID, yeah, that would kill the economy. Absolutely. And the economy was dying before that. They were pumping money into the banks by the billions. Most people actually got addicted after being injured. Yeah. It happened to my brother-in-law. He's addicted to opioids. You work at a treatment center now. Nice. The guy that ran the sod farm nearly murdered you. Wow. Yeah, I've had people do that at work to me too. No, absolutely not, Pamela. I believe it's something completely different. I think it's radiation poisoning that we're getting. Your friend saved you? Nice. We checked, it was packed with feces in San Francisco. Oh, God. Paying cash, and if you got hurt, first hour, just roll you to the curb. Yeah. All right, you tell me. Get a new. Get, that's a horrible job there, Toth. Because of you, wow, quit your job because of blackouts and vomiting. Wow. Yeah, I would do that too. I worked at a place one time. It was wasn't a good shift. It was a long shift, and it was rotating. So you go days, nights, and shit. My hair was turning fucking gray. I was there for 2 weeks, and my hair started turning gray on me. So I quit. Yeah, I think it's radiation poisoning. It's all the same symptoms if you look up the symptoms of radiation poisoning. And some of the extreme cases, like young man I saw, well, I worked with, he went to the hospital and they zapped him. They were scanning his face, and he got a huge dose of radiation. His face puffed up, the skin peeled off his eyes, out of his mouth, off his face, and he was puffed up for months. That was from going to the hospital and getting irradiated there. But all this sickness and illness they're causing, like we go through cleansings naturally, but like we've seen with remote viewing, these things just get amplified. And that's what they're probably doing, is taking a regular thing that would be, a little inconvenient, and just pumping it up. See, I don't really get sick. I used to get sick quite often here until I started wearing silver and protecting myself. So I would feel crappy from the beginning of winter, which typically has a lot more electricity in the atmosphere. But it would get to the point where my teeth would ache. I would just be runny nosed and run down all winter. And the only thing that fixed that was buying shirts lined with silver. No, we haven't remote viewed Fukushima. That would be an interesting one, in the groove. Have to take a interesting bent on that. Kind of have to focus in on one aspect of it. You believe the holes in your body are made by the aliens? Okay. Might be radiated. Yeah, it's I found that I needed to wear silver clothing, and I wear it constantly now. That's anonymous. They're expensive now. It's like $100 a shirt. Yeah, you see dudes with good jobs that are dumb as. Yeah, it's still hurting. Oh wow. Yeah. Take some quercetin if you feel like you've been irradiated, and there are baths you can do. A bath with Epsom salts, baking soda, and boron. 1 cup of each will help detoxify from radiation poisoning. It's also good for nanotech uh, and other things like chemtrails. Had a weird van at that time, and then I heard about Havana symptoms. Yep, that's um, that's what I think they're doing. The first what when was it 3 years ago? Actually, it was 4 years ago. I had found an app, the ElectroSmart, that tracks all the sources around you of radiation via the cell towers, cell phones, Bluetooth, etc. And when they hit with the pandemic, um, there was a definite rise in the power level um, from all the cellular devices. So if I disappear, you know why. So there was a definite correlation, and it went up and down with the pandemic. Heard they took my blood type. Oh no, are you an O? My croaking feeling. Yeah. Try some protection. I also had to start grounding myself. I was able to take care of the feeling of being sick, but also every year I got toothaches. And so I started grounding myself with a 9-volt battery on a clip. I just wound that around the negative pole, and that's stopped my toothaches. If I don't wear these, I've done the experiment. It's painful, but if I take these off and don't wear them, I will get a toothache, and eventually that'll lead to a loose tooth, and eventually it'll fall out. Lupini flower. What's that, scary Scotty boy? Spirulina, nice. Yep, it does. It's good for you. Yeah, I think they're looking for O blood types. What's that in the groove? Looking to chelation therapy. Cool. Yeah. Why? I can get iodine. I still have to. Oh, that's what I have to get. I just went out and got some bone broth, but I didn't get any iodine, and I'm out. I think my wife's so negative. Now, do you drain batteries as well? My wife can't wear an electronic wristwatch, otherwise she drains it. And I think that's what it is. Is their technology? They have to get rid of you guys because if all of you get together, you can destroy computers. My wife does. All she has to do is touch it or try to use it. Prussian blue pills banned in the USA. I don't know what those are. I think they're going to get rid of them. And also, after my symptoms happened, you were pursued by Navy SEALs. Man, I dated came to find out with a plutonic radiation. Oh, wow. I spent thousands of dollars following with helicopters. Wow. Yeah, always universal. That's right. Sounds like your wife. Yeah, that's what I. Maybe, Spartan. O negative. You might be able to turn off the grid or destroy the systems. What a life. Yeah. And that's why I'm only on phones for years now. Okay. Prussian blue pills remove cesium. Okay. Allegedly. Okay. Dad had O and died kind of strangely. Yeah, I come from an O. I'm a mix of an A. I'm actually A positive, but my mother was an O, so I was a blue baby. Universal donors. Yep. Yeah, your GPS won't work around me, and that's bad for them. Absolutely. That's kind of my thinking on it, Spartan. Is that you guys are bad for the computer systems, and they want to get rid of you. So they got to track every one of you down. Well, they will track you, Toth, because you know stuff. Yeah, computers are costly to repair. Well, you can post your channel here, Intergroove, and everybody can sub you up. Let me just go over here. Oh, you're already blue. Yeah, put your channel in the chat there, Intergroove. Pretty sure I'm subbed up to you. Thought I was. I am now. Hi. Yeah, people pay for their own tracking devices. Absolutely. You're an AB. My wife's an O, so she's not safe. Organic iodine, good stuff. Please explain the 9-volt battery thingy again. Okay, so you take a wire, you put it on the negative pole of the battery. You first insulate the crap out of the positive pole so you don't cross the circuits. So you tape, just put some tape over the positive, which is the smaller uh, part on the top. Put a piece of wire around. You can use soft wire or hard wire. Hard wire is a little more difficult to do, but with a pair of pliers you can squeeze it. And then you just wrap the whole thing up. Um, I made this to go on my pants over my belt loop. And you just hook that over, and it takes off the free electrical charges that we receive from the atmosphere, like static and stuff like that. It reduces the amount that gets in your body. You can't wear our metals? Oh, okay. Yeah, they probably rust pretty bad. Okay, you're staying in the bathroom. Airplanes can, yeah, I believe it, Spartan. Airplanes can crash if you go near them. Near the, yeah. Yeah, you doubt the government is looking for blood types. Okay. Sometimes lights flicker. No magic, not aliens. Okay. Sounds like a smart thing to do. Yeah. Go ahead in the bathroom. You have Bayou blood. I haven't heard of that before. Yeah, what's Bayou blood? Give them boxing gloves. Yeah. It's the strangest thing. Okay. Magic alien blood. Yeah, don't make any sudden moves. Now that we might short circuit their super soldiers. Yeah, maybe. Yeah, maybe Thoth. Aliens can drain batteries instantly. I didn't know that. Well, we'll see what you like. Yeah, we'll see how many people like you there, Indigroup. Hey, London man. Holy Book Part 3 is out. Nice. Magic like Lucky Charms there, Thoth. He's going to go off on that for a bit. They try to get you to take sides, right? Absolutely, Indie Groove. Laughter is a good medicine. Yeah. Alchemize the darkness into light as much as possible. Yeah. I don't eat crayfish or catfish. Yuck. Bottom feeders. Spirit drains batteries too? Didn't know that. I loved working in memory care. Talk about practice for today's demented world. Yeah. I don't know, Thoth. It's just a thought. Nothing to go off on. Weed is a good medicine too. Yeah, a lot of good plant medicines. I had crooked cops smash me a few times. My blood didn't seem to make them melt. No? Oh. We're never going to hear the end of this. Uh, Shungite? I don't think shungite is a very good protection. A friend of mine tried it. He bought powdered shungite, and he found that it took an inch thickness to give any type of protection. And it didn't appear that it absorbed out of the atmosphere. Um, it's like asparagus. Cool. You have shilajit? I heard that's not very tasty. But I like asparagus, so that'd be fine. Just put some salt in there. Oh, you rethought it now, did you, Thoth? I don't know, Thoth. It's just a thought. Because they do drain batteries, and my wife has weird effects on electronic devices. If you got a whole bunch of them together with intention, would they be able to take down a computer? I suppose we could do an experiment like staring at goats, that making a goat die by staring at it. Do the remote viewing experiment with it. Yeah, RH negative battling the machine. Well, we could try a mixture of RH negative and OR negative and positive, see what works. But there is energy in thought, so prayer has a effect, healing. We can heal people at a distance, sending the energy or inspiring the energy, whichever way you want to look at it. I can eyeball some goat. You're pro machines. You think they'll win? It looks likely. They're getting the 5G matrix in place. Then they're going to need 6G and 7G to run all of the driverless vehicles. Yeah, I've heard that. You tell me. I've never actually had it. They have it in the store. You got a sort of dyslexia. Oh, cool, Toth. Did you do it? Yeah, I like fish. I do feel better after eating fish, but not catfish. Um, Especially not that bassa fish. Oh my god, it almost made my. Yeah, I love rainbow trout. Absolutely, Danny. Um, yeah, I tried that bassa fish. It made my throat swell up. And every time I eat catfish or that, I don't feel good. But trout, salmon, bass. Yeah, I like that. Yeah, I eat goat cheese, you tell me. Very good on salad. I eat feta, goat feta. Hmm, swordfish. Huh. Oh, and your aquaponics. Nice. Get some rainbow trout in there. Yeah. There's a book that that made you dumber. Oh God, golden trout. Never heard of that. They need cooler water. You probably know better than me, seeing as it looks like you're a fisherman there, Scotty boy. Trouser trout. Source code would be the DNA, yeah. Oh, now that's a bunch of conspiracy theory, Thoth. That's just conspiracy theory. You must be a right wing racist, conspiracy theory, homophobe. Yeah, I don't eat any of those things anymore. They're not. I don't feel good after eating them. Any of the bottom feeders or any of that kind of stuff. I really don't like it. Shrimp is high in iodine. Oh, that's cool. Never had shark. Hmm. Soaked in milk. Cool. Yeah, I know they have thoth. Yeah, they've been really advancing the nanotech and the integration of 5G and even the 4G and 3G interacts with it as well. It's much clumpier, but when they get that 5G directed beam weapon right on you, oh, that's going to be sweet. You avoid Asian seafood? I love sushi. Sushi's awesome. Shark steak was dry. Yeah, I could see it coming out dry if you don't cook it right, you tell me. It's just like squeezing a human. I I don't want to. No. I figured that if somehow I did something and it worked, okay. Huh? you you ate anything that moved not too long ago. Yeah. Then the AI God would one day search for its God and would bring me back like Jesus. Cool. That's an interesting wish. Something will come out. Fresh caught the day before. Yeah, and soaked in milk apparently helps too, Crystal. Didn't know that, but now I do. Yeah, that would be funny. AI decides to destroy the world, but sends a robot from the future back to save you. Hey, you got that from a movie. Yeah, as long as I have a sweet Terminator body, right? I do like clam chowder. I do like almost any chowder. Milk chowder, I do like that. Nice thick milky chowder. Yeah, that'd be cool if you know your AI minion came back and saved you. That'd be cool. When I was a kid, I thought about how you could make a computer think like a person. Never quite got there, but let's stop squeezing the poor clams. That's disgusting. Okay, Scotty. What time is it? It's only 5. Okay. Well, transhumanism is fine, but who wants to live forever? Do you want to live forever, Toth? Is that it? You just have to have this existence on and on? Is that what they want? Like milky, right? And you got to slap it around a little? Okay. It's all about stinky sex. Well, they already plan to have sex in the virtual world. That's one of the first things they went for, wasn't it? You wouldn't mind living for thousands of years? Yeah, I wouldn't mind it either, but not. I don't know. There's got to be a limit, right? Even the gods of old, Enki died. They all died. At least that's what I heard. Enki died on Mars. No, I don't think it'll burn out. I don't believe in that, Toth. You know that. You're just trying to start me up. I don't believe in a big spinning ball of hydrogen. It makes no sense. The good old stinky finger days, yeah. Marduk's, yeah, well, yeah, Marduk. Some of the, if you look at the Sumerians' kings list, some of them lived, well, ruled for 3,600 years. So that'd be a cool amount of time. I hope I shoot across the Earth to my own galaxy. Oh, cool. You can, probably, Danny. Enkidu died on Mars, too? That's what I heard. Behind the bowling alley. I don't think so. I don't think so, Scotty boy. Oh, you're still dead, Danny? You gotta. Well, try the other side for a while. Could be just a perception, right? No, they're two different people. Enkidu is Enki's servant. That was from Enkidu. Was from the Epic of Gilgamesh, I believe, wasn't he? He was the friend of, um, gosh, names are Gilgamesh. Yeah, he was friends with Gilgamesh. What's that? According to the American courts. Oh, you've been dead for so long. You're kidding, Danny. Oh man. What's it like being dead? You know, Toth, you were talking about alcohol earlier, and I kind of taste an alcoholic sense for some reason. Yeah, the rulers had the names of the gods. Yeah, it was a Gilgamesh. Enkidu came off Scotty's fingers, yeah. Gargamel. What was the cat's name? I don't remember the cat's name. I remember there was Gargamel. Hey, Pearl. Azrael. Azrael. Thank you. That takes me back. I've only seen a few episodes of that, of the Smurfs, but when I was a kid, yeah, it was pretty funny. Gargamel trying to eat the Smurfs. That was another one, yeah. Yeah, I had a dirtier version of that song. It was the skin on the end of my. You can figure out the rest. What is going on there? Oh, okay. Oh, that's what it was. Felix the cat, yeah. Yeah, the Bible. There's lots of sex in there. King David was a total whore. Felix was pursued by Russians and the squirrel. I don't know. You might be mixing a couple there. No, the Bible's metaphor, Thoth. It's a metaphor. It's not it's not real life. It's a metaphor, a learning tool. There you go. You tell me. You can be Freeman. Yep. King David was a total whore. And we look at what the first murderer in, you know, Cain killed Abel, right? So we had first murder, and then we had a bunch of whorish kings. Then we had a bunch of killing and war, and then more killing and war, more sex. Yeah, David got his friend and general killed just so he could bang his wife. Yep. Remote view the MH370 flight that is still missing. That would be cool. So I seen an image on Google Earth that looks like a plane. Okay, let me write that down. Uh, hold on. Need another card. Metaphor is an idea portraying a situation or idea for teaching and learning. And the Bible is a metaphor for us, for the stars, for life. And science. There's some science in there. Let's see. MH370. Never heard of that. Well, at some point, if you're in class, you may run across that. I have to keep it random so that nobody knows where it is. Like Elf on a Shelf. I didn't need to hear that. You tell me. Oh, excuse me. Did they get killed at Hell in a Cell? Oh, the Hardy Boys? I have no idea. Trained Nancy Drew Good, did they? Yeah, that's just TMI, you tell me. Okay, we got it, Scotty boy. I didn't know that they worked together. Oh, do you want to come on live? You tell me? We were on Freedom Growers channel, and Freedom opened up the chat. You tell me came on live in the shower. It was hilarious. Oh, okay. Hardy Boys detective mixed it with the old Hardy Boys wrestlers. Okay. She's a realtor now. Cain was willing, Abel was not. Yeah. I never read any Hardy Boys, so it was when the boys had the rivalry with the Dudley Boys. Okay. Dudley Do Right? Get the tables. I don't know what that means. You read Super Fudge. I don't know what that is either. I don't know what I think he struck him on the head. I don't know. I think there was actually a tool used. The first tool used, too. Judy Blume. Nope, never watched or read or partook of Judy Bloom either. Don't know what that is. It's like Captain Underpants? Okay. Yeah, kind of. Oh, the Dudley Death Drop from their finishing move. Okay. Through a table. Classic WWE. Okay. Hmm. Well, we're coming up on 2 hours, and I'm starting to get hungry. But there will be class tonight. Unfortunately, I didn't open up the chat, so we don't have. You still there, London Man? And you tell me didn't get to come up naked in the shower. He's probably still wearing clothes. Surprised, though, you weren't a bit more worldly, more current than American literature. Okay. Everyone loves fudge, right? I don't. Food, chocolate. No, I'll be fine. I'm not going to check out the Hardy Boys. I won't be doing that, but thank you for the recommendation, Todd. Karen found fudge. Nice. Is it medicated fudge? I'd love some of that. They had some good matches, also Edge and Christians versus Dudley Boys. Okay. That was the name of the younger brother. Okay. Fudge? Okay. His name was Fudge? All right, guys. We'll be having class tonight. Okay, awesome, Karen. You medicate that for me. And we'll get together later for class. And we'll get all medicated. All right, guys. Talk to you later. Much love. Keep that third eye open. Use your intelligence and your intuition. Bye-bye.